Hello, my dear. Rhonda Constant, your favorite hometown medium, physical energy healer, oracle card advisor, paranormal investigator, voice for your loved ones. Hopefully, we'll make it through this without the puppy barking at the people. I'm out at the lake in my camper, and it felt like it was moving. The whole camper felt like it was moving, and there's no wind at all. Okay, that's scary. It's not done that before. Some kind of a sign. I don't know. Anything that happens to me during a reading is meant for you. So you've done this before. You know how this works. I like to remind people, though. I felt it feels like the camper's moving, and even my 4-pound puppy's laying down. It's weird. Don't know what that means for you. So if you happen to go camping and you're sitting in the camper and it just starts moving, that's going to be your dad. So anyway, I like to remind people, if it doesn't make any sense now, keep it in mind. Because you'll either hear it later, see it later, or somebody else will validate it for you later, and they'll know what he's talking about. It's non-exact science. I had a guy a couple weeks ago get a hold of me, and I did his reading 6 months ago. And he says, one of the things you told me finally happened. Well, I didn't tell him. The loved one told him. So anyway, we'll see what you're... Well, okay. He's saying, no, I'm not going to tell you. He actually has a zipper across his lips, looks like a real zipper, and he's pulling it. He says, nope, not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. So, I can't make them. I cannot make them. I can't twist their arm. They don't have arms. They're all energy. So this is their ball game. This is their show. They know better than we do what we need to hear. What do I always say? They tell us what we need to know, maybe not what we want to know. So he says, not going to do it. He says, you look beautiful, but you need to eat better. Don't worry about your eating habits. What are you doing? Eating a bag of potato chips or what? Maybe you're not eating enough fruit. I don't know. He's not saying. He says, I'll talk when the time is right. And it may never be right. I may never want to. Usually when that happens, it's for your own good, or maybe it has nothing to do with you. Like I said, they know what we need to know, not what we want to know. And evidently he thinks this is not something you need to know. So he's not even going to tell me what subject it's about. So it may be something really piddly. Who knows? He says something about a boat and then something about a canoe. So I don't know if you have a canoe, if you've just been out on a boat, you're thinking about buying a canoe or a boat. But he's bringing up boat and canoe. Sometimes they just throw words out there. Seems like he's not usually super talkative when I talk to him anyway. Sometimes I have to drag stuff out of some of them. Okay, he says sometimes he comes up behind you, and I'm assuming you'd be sitting down because he's showing you lower than him, like he's standing behind you, sitting down, and he puts both hands on your shoulders, and he pushes really hard. So you should feel that pressure. Bob, when he's trying to get my attention, sometimes he'll feel like pins sticking me. Ooh, yeah, I know. Hey, calm down. So he can push really hard, but he may not. It may be really, really slight. You might feel the pressure. You might just feel goosebumps there. You might feel like a tea towel laying on your shoulder, or it might actually hurt. It's all up to them. Like I said, it's their show. It's their ball game. He's always so cryptic. He says, over yonder, over there, over there, over there. Not talking to me. I'm looking at the lake. He's not pulling my eyes to anything. Over yonder, over there, over there. Don't know. He says, I like your house. I like your house. Did you just move? Did you just remodel? Did you just rearrange the furniture? Buy new furniture? Tickling my leg. So, I was afraid it was a spider. So if you feel something tickling your leg, that's him. See, now it feels like my arm is tickling, like there's something crawling on it, and there's nothing there. So those little tickles, those little weird tickles, and you look and there's nothing there, that's him. So make sure you validate him, acknowledge him, tell him you love him, and ask him to bring you more. If you want more, it's totally up to you. That's between you and him. I promise you 1,000% he can see you, he can hear you. His words are coming in kind of jumbled. He says, you almost got yourself into a kettle of fish. I'm getting tickly things all over my legs. I know there's not a fly in here. It's not a fly. As long as it's not a spider, I don't care. Good grief. Quit. It's like there's somebody he's trying to push away from you. Like there's a male he's trying to push away from you. He almost wants to knock him down. He doesn't like this guy. Don't know. It could be a coworker. It could be a boss. It could be a partner. I think I need a drink. I can't think of the words. He wants to keep you safe. And he can still help do that. I just saw a cardinal fly by my window, and I'm sure it went up and sitting in the tree right outside my camper. Here comes the female cardinal. Saw a male, and then I saw a female. Those will be signs from you, even though those I asked for signs that are different than the cardinals and the feathers and the coins and stuff, but that was clear as a bell. And there was two of them, male and female. So again, acknowledge him, let him know you see the signs. So, and he'll bring you more. They get very excited when they realize you finally understand that that's me telling you I'm here, I'm okay. He says you have every right to be mad at me, but don't be mad at me because that's only gonna boil in your gut. Don't be mad at me. Don't hold on to this. He's not only talking about when he left, but also that he won't tell you whatever he's holding back. Maybe we should have kept that out of the reading, but I don't do that. He had a reason for saying for that. They have a whole different perspective. When we get up there, you look back down, not really down here because they're actually here. They're really not up a mile away. But anyway, you just have a different perspective on, wow, why did I do that? What the heck is going on there? Why? But it's hard for us to see it down here. Like they see it when they get up there or wherever. So know that he thinks you are very wise, W-I-S-E. You're smart as a whip. But he says, I want you to be wise enough to know that if you hold on to any anger towards me, you having anger towards him is not going to hurt his development up there. He's still learning. He's still doing things. He's still evolving. Our soul, our spirit is still evolving. So you being angry at him is not going to affect his growth where he's at, but it's going to slow your growth down here. So that's why he wants you to let go of any anger or resentment that you have towards him, because it's going to hold you back. It's going to be like a bowling ball in your gut. It just, it's bad for you. It's not bad for him. He says he does hear the prayers, and he does feel the love in those things. And those things help them. But negative, um, when we leave, I call it peeling us like an onion. There's guides and angels and stuff that take all that heavy crap energy from the 3D world from Earth, and they take it off of us. So our soul and our spirit gets light and bright like it's supposed to be. And then we still have things to learn. So we don't have hate, anger, resentment. Love everybody once we get there, once they cleanse us from all that gunk that we hang on to down here. So he wants you to get rid of your gunk towards him or about the situation. And he says, and know that I could have done better, much, much better. But that's on me. It has nothing to do with you or anything you did. I could have done better. And I'm seeing that now. Okay, he's talking about raisins, California raisins. And I don't know, you liked raisins, he liked raisins, you just ate some raisins, you just bought some raisins, you got some in the fridge. Don't he showed me raisins, and then like one on the counter. So don't be surprised if you start seeing raisins in weird places. Like one time I came out of a building, no trees, no birds, and I had an open cup, and I got in my truck and set it down and looked down in it, and there was a teeny tiny white feather in it. Where'd that come from? They can do funny stuff. He said it kind of shuffles around your house. So if you hear something that sounds like somebody shuffling their feet, and he's looking more like he doesn't have work boots on. So it'd be more the sound of like house slippers, even if he didn't wear house slippers, more like that type of shoe sound when it's shuffling. Says you're as cute as a bug in a rug. So don't get all wound up over whatever he's holding back. Like I said, it might be that he stepped on an ant. Who knows? I mean, it may not be some big catastrophe. It may not be the reason he left. It may not be anything like that. But just ask him every so often, not angry. Just say, hey, could you let me know? Could you show me? Could you give me a sign? Could you, I don't know, just let me know one of these days? But I wouldn't make it a life mission. Definitely not. He says, don't forget to be kind to people. It could be their last day. I was just thinking, oh, we made it all the way through the reading without Puppy. No, we didn't. Just because a car drove by. Puppy, come here. Come on. Come here. Come on. Come here. Come here. This is what's so ferocious. Look how ferocious you are. You are not ferocious. You're not big enough to be ferocious. Apologize to her for interrupting her reading. You're a bigger puppy. Little man syndrome. When he's a girl. So don't sweat over him holding something back. It may not be that big a deal. But if you ask him nicely every so often, he might eventually pop it out. We'll see. If he does come and tell me, I'll let you know. But I don't think I've ever seen him pop in. And they're not allowed to pop in my house unless they have good reasons. And they have to tell me who they are and why they're there. So we'll see. But I don't think it'd be something I would sit and worry about every day. Because if he thought you really, really, really needed to know whatever that is, he'd tell you. Because that's the way they work from the other side. Much love to you, my dear. Rhonda Constant, your favorite hometown medium, physical energy healer, oracle card advisor, paranormal investigator, voice for your loved ones. See you later.